Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Omar from the Bullish Bears team. I'm logged in to Think or Swim currently, and it's about 7:30 at night, and I just wanted to sort of build my watch list for tomorrow. So what I do is, again, I look at my scan with the biggest movers of the day. My criteria is usually between 20 cents and $30, but you can, change this and make this your own. I look for stocks that are up 500,000 shares or higher and a percentage change of 5% or greater. All right. And if you notice, I have this scanner here all the way to the left. So all I do is click charts. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through the charts one by one. So first stock we're going to see is ESES, which actually moved today. It opened up at 165. It closed over here at a 202, hit a high of 214, and now it's down currently to 189. This is a stock that held its high, so this is a stock that's going to go on my watch list for tomorrow. So let me do this. Let's go create watch list. We're going to call this Omar watch list 131.17, and we're gonna hit save, and we'll just start adding symbols there. So the first one we're gonna add is ESES. Sure, my expectation is that this stock tomorrow is probably gonna sell off. If you look at the chart history over the last 5 days, right, 5 days ago this stock was at 75 cents, and it's currently at 185. If you look at the after hours, let me move this over. You can see here the bid is 184, the ask is 190. Okay, somebody just bought some shares here at 185. I expect it, it might, at the open, it might rip for a few minutes and then sell off. I expect this to be a good short if you could find shares to short tomorrow. Okay, and like always, do your due diligence right now. So if I go back and I look at the 1 minute chart, it's ugly. Sometimes when you look at charts like this, if you want a cleaner look at the chart, what you can do is just change the time frame. So I just go to intraday, I go to 1 day, and let's say I look at the 15-minute chart, and that way I get a better sense of what the chart did. It makes it cleaner to kind of see the actual candles, and you can see it right here. Pretty much gapped up all day on the 15-minute chart. All right. So it's currently closed at $2, and it's currently trading at 184. All right, so again, you should always look at your chart, do your due diligence, look at price direction, technical analysis, put your support and resistance lines to get a sense of where it is. So right now, this is the high, so you can put a little trend line there, so you can see that's high a day. And right now, this is the low after hours, so you can kind of see where the range is. So it goes between 179 and 211. All right, so this is resistance, and this is support. Okay. All right, so let's go and look at a couple others charts. So next one is Kala. Kala's been ripping over the last 5 days. This was on my watch list yesterday. It'll be on my watch list for tomorrow. If you look at the stock 5 days ago, this was at 425. It's currently at 725, and if you look at it, it's formed this like pennant flag. So this is the high. I got the trend going down, and it's kind of been bouncing off its support here at about 680, 679. You see, it dipped below it for a few seconds, but it's been kind of, just holding support here. So my expectation is at the market open, it may gap up for a couple of minutes, but this is going to sell off. This, I think, is going to be a great short tomorrow. And I know a couple of people, and props to a couple of people in the group who actually shorted this around the high of day. So they're already up, and I think they're gonna be able to get almost a full dollar. I expect this to get good down to closer to $6 tomorrow. We'll see. I mean, could be wrong, but we'll see. So this will be on our watch list for tomorrow. All right, so let's look at some others. Next up, this MGXMF. All right, this is a stock that over the last 5 days went from 55 cents to $2. Man, if you had some shares, you can make some serious money on this. Let's look at the 1 day, 1 minute chart. See how ugly it looks when I do it. So what happens is when I see a chart that looks like this, just to give it a cleaner look, I'll go to the 1 day. I'll put like the 15-minute chart, and you can see it hit a high of $2, and it kind of sold off a bit, and it found its support right here around 175. So currently about 170, 175. It held its support, and it held its highs about 192. I would watch this. This is definitely a stock that's going to give back all its gains, and it'll be a potential short. I mean, this may be hard to find shares to short because it's over the counter, and E-Trade and TD Ameritrade may not have shares to short. You may need like a one of the more day trading brokers like Speed Trader or Centerpoint. They may have the shares to short, but I would watch it because who knows? It may continue to gap up. I doubt it, but we'll watch it because it's held its highs. Its volume is higher than its normal average, and there you go. All right, so we'll put that on our watch list. All right, so next up, PTCO. PTCO, it kind of it sold off big time yesterday, and it gapped up a little bit. I mean, at the open, if you were quick, you could have you did a nice move from 2 to 280. I mean, it ripped for a while, if you notice, but then it's been kind of like sideways, and I expect it to give back a lot of these gains. This actually might be a great short tomorrow. I mean, this is a stock that has collapsed. If you look at the 5-day, 5-minute chart, this was a stock that went from $2 to $5, then sold all the way back down to $1, and it's back at 2. I mean, technically, this can it has a lot of room to run back up, but I don't know. I don't know if it will. I mean, you could keep an eye on it. I'm not gonna put it on my watch list, but because it's sold off, it has a lot of room to run back up. But I'm not gonna put it on my watch list, so I'm gonna keep moving. Next up, RGSE. This stock had a lot of volatility today. I actually shorted this, made a nice decent bank, and these are the charts that I love to short. So let me just leave it at the 1 day, 1 minute. Look what happened. I'll give you guys a rule of thumb. So let's say the market opens, right? And if you've watched my videos, I have this 2-candle gap scan. This is a stock that's going to appear in the gap scan as soon as it closes here, all right? And if you're watching this, okay, and you see it start ripping, all right, you see it happens really fast. From 9:30, by 9:35, it's gone from, it opened at what, 378, and it's at 563. When a stock rips like this, guys, it's going to sell off. It's not going to continue to run. And this is what short sellers do. You wait. If you wait and just watch it, and what you do is you have your sell order ready to short the stock as it's gapping up, so that when you see the reversal and you see how the RSI is hot and you see that MACD already starting to curl, once you see that curl activity and you see all the sellers on the ask, you just put in your short order. You got to be quick because at 9:36, by 9:47, this thing already bottomed out. But you could have got in these first couple of minutes, and you could have went short and got a nice execution. These are the stocks that I look for. This is the kind of stuff that you can do in the first hour of the market, and you can make some decent money. All right, and this is a stock that's very, very volatile. Okay, and I'm gonna put the 1 day, 15-minute just to see. All right, so you notice it, kind of on the 15-minute, gapped up, sold off, and then just kind of ripped and back up, and then sold off again. And now it's currently at 460. The bid and the ask is between 461 and 487. My expectation is, let's look at what it did over the last 5 days. I mean, this was a stock that was up at $6. I mean, 5 days ago. Let's look at the 10-day chart. I mean, this stock was up at $88. All right, so it's really sold off. I mean, it could continue to be volatile and run its way back up. Let's put it on the watch list. Again, if you want to get a sense of what it does at the open, what I do is I kind of see each day what did it do as soon as the market opened. This day it sold off on the 17th. Let me go back, and then we look at the 18th. It kind of sold off. On the 19th, it ripped at the open. On the 20th, it sold off. On the 21st, it sold off. On the 22nd, it sold off. On the 23rd, it ripped and then sold off. Sold off on the 26th. Sold off on the 27th. And then it just kind of ripped on the 29th and the 30th. So, you know what? More than likely, this thing's going to sell off again. And it has some room to give. And it did have a lot of volume today. So it's probably going to be on a lot of people's a lot of people's watch list. Again, if you're not sure what to like, how many if short shares are short, I mean shorts are available, shares to short are available. Go to Yahoo Finance. So we go to Yahoo Finance. All you gotta do is type the stock RGSE. And you can go to FinViz and other ones too. But I'm just gonna go here because it's easy. It's pretty clean and simple to find the info that you're looking for. But if you go to RGSE, all right, normally this thing is trading 3 million shares. It's trading above its average, which is great. It means it's more volatile. All right, and if we go to statistics and we look at the statistics. Sorry, my internet is a little slow right now. Come on. Let's go. Come on. All right, here we go. So, let's see. So, number of shares, the flow, 5% of the stock is short and being held right now. How many shares outstanding? 1,000,008. 62. Oh, there's not a lot of shares available to short this stock. Shares to short 62,000 shares. So I mean, it would be hard to find shares to short, but you know, you can always look to see. May not be maybe very difficult to find shares, but that's sort of how you get a sense of if there's shares available or not. All right, so you could keep an eye on it. All right, dries. All right. This is a stock that is, let's go. Right now, this stock, in the after hours, it ripped all the way up to 380. It's at 343. And let me go to Twitter. There's a guy I follow here, and I actually saw this. I had to pick up my girlfriend, and I was going to make a trade in the after hours, and I didn't because I had to leave. And I saw that there was a press release. This guy that I follow, let me see his name. Yeah, Mark Crook, and he had posted something about this earlier. Let me see. What did he say? I could have swore it was him. Did he say? Jesus, I thought it was Mark Crook, but there was somebody on Twitter that wrote something about this stock. And I don't know, something happened recently, and based on that, that's what drove the price of the stock up. But basically, this is a piece of shit, dog shit company that's just being manipulated, and you know, people are just insider trading or probably. Oh, here it is. Dry ships. What does it say? Rises. Filing showing investor. Yeah, so here it is. Shares to Kalani Investments Limited with fixed amount request of 69.5 million or $3.08 share, resulting in proceeds. And this is what drove the price of the stock up. It's just basically being manipulated so that these guys can take, you know, more money. It can make more money before this goes to zero. Because at some day, this stock will be worth pennies. Trust me. All right. So trade the volatility. Don't believe that the stock is going to go back to $100. Highly, I mean, anything is possible, but I would bet against it. More than likely, this is going to be that disintegrate to nothing. But this will definitely be on my watch list tomorrow because this will be a great short. You know, it may rip in the morning at the market open for a bit, but it's definitely going to have a nice pullback, so you can definitely keep your eyes on it. All right, DGLY, it's an ugly chart, but the stock did go from $4 to $6. Okay, I think this was on my watch list too. I'm not sure. But just to get a cleaner look, I'll put the 1 day, 15-minute chart, and here it is. It opened at $4. It opened at $5, and it's currently it's back down to about, where is it, 575 right now. It's definitely up. If we look at the 5-day, 5-minute chart, 5 days ago, this stock was at 525. It's currently at 575. So it's up, you know, and the volume is not a lot. I mean, you could technically watch it. You could probably short this. This will probably get back a lot of its gains. It's not a volatile stock, you know. You kind of want to have at least 1 million or more shares. I mean, you could watch it. Do I really want to watch it? I will put it on. Let's see what happens. It'll probably it'll probably give back a lot of its gains tomorrow. We'll see. All right, let's keep going. BTTQ. BTTQ today actually ripped. Let me just go back to the 1 day, 1 minute. I actually put the 15. I'm just gonna leave 15-minute charts. Oops. 1 day. Yeah. So if we look at that 1 day chart, it opened at 176, and it closed at 207. And the energy stocks kind of like moved today. They were all moving in conjunction of one another, parallel to one another. Not a huge move, but it did move, and it had 1.6 million shares. You know what? If energy looks good tomorrow, this thing might continue to gap up. If we look at the 5 day, 5 minute chart again, there's nothing stopping this stock from continuing to rip. I mean, if it breaks this resistance, so if we look at this is the high day. If it breaks past that resistance point, there's really nothing from preventing this to continue to move. I mean, the next resistance point is 240, 244. So, and then after that, clear sailing to 289. So you know what? I'm gonna put this on the watch list, because if energy continues to move, this has a chance. This is a stock. This is a former runner. If you look at this chart, this stock's history. Let's look at the year. 1 year. This was a stock that was a one-time trading at 330. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong chart. Sorry about that, guys. Let's do 1 year. Yeah, so look at this. Back in February of last year, I remember this stock. It went from $1 all the way up to $6. It had 1, 2, 3, and it pulled back here a little bit. Then it had 3 other green days before it actually came all the way back down. So this is a stock that has had with news at a catalyst, it can rip. So we'll keep our eye on it. Let's see what happens. Okay. Let's keep moving. ENJR. This stock was 58 cents. If we look at 5 day, 5 minute chart, this was at 35 cents. Now it's at 80 cents. Wow, this stock just continues to move and move and move. This is another energy stock. So you know what? I would keep my eye on it, even though if we look at the daily chart, it gapped up. It opened at 70 cents, hit a high, and then it kind of sold back off to 68, and then it just kind of ramped all the way back up, and then it kind of sold off, and it's running sideways. I mean, this thing is up a lot. I mean, I would be looking to short this back down, but because energy's in play, I mean, this has a chance to kind of continue to move. I'm not gonna put it on my watch list, but you could potentially look at this to see. Maybe you may want to trade this. All right. Let's keep moving. EVOK. EVOK is up. Yeah, it went from 2, sold off at the open, down to 231. It's up, and after hours, it's currently trading at 2. If we look at let's trade the bid and the ask between 285 and 292. Somebody just bought some shares at 292. This is definitely something that I'm gonna be looking at tomorrow. All right. WCUI. This is an ugly chart. It doesn't have no value. Next. ATRS. ATRS went from, the stock opened at 195 and it's at 228, and it's been ripping up. If you look at the 5 day, it's up over the last 5 days. It sold about 2 million shares. I mean, it's an ugly looking chart on the 1 minute chart. If I go to look at it on the 15 minute just to get a better sense, and look at this thing just kind of just ripped all day, and look at this after hours is up. Yeah, this is definitely going on my watch list. It should be volatile tomorrow. Alright, let's keep going. So, where we were at ATRS. Where was I? Let's keep going. Oh, yeah, here it is. PSGLQ. Sold over 1 million shares. It was at 69 cents. I mean, it closed at 84 cents. Theoretically, over the last 5 days, it went from 57 to 84 cents. This is one of these other stocks that just slowly continue to run. I'm not going to put it on my watch list, but, I mean, it's an opportunity here. Maybe this continues to run, so maybe you want to put it on yours. I'm not going to put it on mine. PNAT. Okay, opened at 215. It's all up. It slowly grind up, and it's at 240. You know what? I'm gonna watch this over the last. This was at 134. Okay, and then it's gapped up. We'll see what it does tomorrow. I mean, stocks that gap up like this over 5 period of time, remember, are gonna give back their gains. Remember, I cannot stress this enough. All these companies are dog shit companies. All right, but it has a catalyst. This is an energy. PNNT is a. Let me. I'm gonna go to stocks to trade just to make this real easy. PNAT gives you really cool. Gives you the. I can just go to the profile. This is a consumer packaging goods company. 3 employees. Come on, guys. This is some pump. It's a blatant pump. All right. So this is gonna come down crashing. So just get ready to short it. All right. This is gonna be a great short opportunity, but they continue to pump it. So you know what? Keep watching it until it gets shorted. All right. You're gonna be able to short this and make some good bank. LPG. Wow, LPG ripped. All right, and I think I was in Skype and I talked about this stock in Skype. I think I mentioned it. This thing gapped doing $3 today. Nice, man. And I think this was on my watch list yesterday. I'm not sure. I think it was on my watch list. 1 million shares. Yep, this is definitely on my watch list. All right, and over the last 5 days, if you're looking at this stock, let me go back LPG. Just to get a sense of where it's been over the last week. This went from 10 all the way up to 12, and then look, once it hit 12, this thing came all the way back down, all the way to 9, and then from 9 it's back up to 12.50. So what do you think it's gonna do? It's gonna give back a lot of these gains. So watch this. I mean, it may continue to run tomorrow, but watch this for a short. I would keep, especially if you guys do these options, definitely look for some put contracts. You can make some bank on this. CBay, kind of consolidated. Yeah, I don't give a crap about that. EYG. At the open, this was people watching this on pre-market. Pre-market on some news. And then sometimes stocks have their run in the pre-market. So when a stock goes crazy pre-market, you gotta be careful. Not assuming that it's gonna continue to run. If I was watching this pre-market, what I'm doing is, I'm looking at support and resistance pre-market to see where it's at. And what I would have done is I would have put a trend line right here, right in the pre-market areas to know what was support, what was resistance, and see what would happen at the market open. And if you notice, right when the market opened, it broke pre-market resistance. Okay, and right here, actually, this is really resistance pre-market down here. This is the real resistance, but and it just kind of sold off. It had its run and people just took their profit one day. That's basically what happened. I'm not looking at that. CASC, yeah, look at CASC over the last 5 days. All right, this is a stock that went from 363, so down to 325, and then it's been gapping up slowly, and it had a nice rip today. If you look at the 1-day chart, all right, let me make it nice and easy for you guys to see. It opened at 378 and it closed at 426. It held its highs. Remember, I look for stocks that hold their highs. This has, though, no volume. It's very low. You want to look at stocks that are liquid, that have a lot of volume. So this may be like one of those stocks that you may look at a swing trade, but because of the nature of the stock, and if you look, let's see what it's done over the last year. All right, this is a stock that was as high as 1098. Okay, and it sold off, went from 1098 all the way down, back down to a low of 349. So 349 is low, and it's been kind of gapping up. I mean, this is one of those companies, those stocks where you may look for a potential swing. All right, you can put it on there. I'll put it on there. See what happens. Maybe it continues to gap up slowly. Generally, though, I wouldn't look at stocks like that. Let's continue on. So let's go back to the 1 day in a minute. CNBX, nah, don't like the way that chart looks. CPXT, nah, ugly chart. DXH, now this is a stock. Look what it's done after hours. After hours, so if we look at it, I don't like the chart. Let me go back. Let's just look at the 1 day, 15 minute. I'm gonna add that to my favorites, so I don't have to keep doing this. But you know, this is a stock that pre-market had some news. It went up to $5 and then sold all the way off. Found it. These are one of those stocks that I tell you, when a stock opens up like this and it's just selling off, you gotta look for it, find support. So I mean, where it finds its support. And the way you know is, you know, once you see that it bottoms out and it's not dipping below, like you just put a line and you see, okay, this is the lowest point. Will it break below this? And once you see that it's trending upwards, this is your stop limit, and you put a buy order and you just buy the bounce. And this thing bounced from like 450 all the way to 470. So sometimes if you're watching a stock and you're not going to short it and you just want to see where it goes, just watch it as it continues to go down. Once it finds its support, you know, and you see the trend start going up, you just it's a safe bet because you put your stop limit at whatever the low is, and then you just buy the bounce. And you could have made, you know, 20-25 cents here before it actually you know, came back down. But it's ripping. People are pumping this post market, and it's at 461 was the close, but it's between 476 and 488. It did sell a lot of shares, so you know what? This is a stock that may be volatile in the pre-market again tomorrow and then sell off. I mean, you could theoretically put it on your watch list. You know what? I'm not gonna put it. I'm gonna skip it. This next up, Watt is a nice stock. Yep, look what it did. It ripped up, held its highs. It would go on my watch list. And there's a stock I've had several times. I've put on my watch list several times. Next up, GoPro. GoPro started to make some moves again, and you see it ripped from 983 to 1093. Okay, if we look at the 5-day chart, this thing was at 920. It was consolidating over the last few days, and then kind of ripped up. It may give it back tomorrow. We'll see. Maybe it continues to trend upward, but it had some great movement, so we'll put it on our watch list. FMCKJ. All right, we look at this. This was at $7 5 days ago, and today, if we look at, not a lot of, well, it has some volume, but it's an ugly chart. I don't know. I mean, you could theoretically look at this if you wanted to. You know, I don't like it. I mean, it has held its highs and it may continue. This may be a good swing trade for you swing traders, but I ain't messing with it. Stocks with 5 letters are usually bad news. All right, CVO. All right, yeah, look at this. It sold off at the open, hit 321, and it's gapped up all the way, held its highs at 360. So, 2 million shares. Yeah, let's put it on our watch list. CVO. There's a lot of stocks. On watch list got already 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. It's a lot of stocks. Yeah. And then we got a couple of others here. CRNT, which we just talked about, I think. No, CVO. CRNT is actually another stock that kind of held its highs. This is a stock that's been gapping up. I'm not going to put it on my watch list, but you could keep it looking. WKHS, nah. TKYGB is one of those other over-the-counter stocks. Yeah, it's 5-letter stocks. This is one. FNMAS. Wow, it moved and it had some volume here. It's at 945. It's at 811. Look at the yearly chart. I'm curious to see. Oh, there's a stock that's at 290. Wow, and it's been slowly gapping up. I mean, I'm assuming this is gonna. I mean, it's gone from 4. What is this? So, since October, it's been slowly gapping up, and then it kind of went to high 945, and then it's kind of back down. If we look at it again in one day, it's at 940. So guess what's gonna happen? This is gonna be a great short. I would look at it to short it. All right. You can find shares, any, nah. HMNY, nah. That's a stock though that moves when it has news. BGG, yeah, BGG, no value. And MAGS, these are all the stocks that came up. Nah, don't like it. All right, so here's the watch list for tomorrow, guys. We got a nice little watch list here. I think you know, you got definitely a lot of plays, a lot of potential shorts and some longs here. There's a couple in there that you may even be able to swing for a few days and make some bank. All right, so this is the watch list for tomorrow right here. You know, again, do your homework, do your due diligence. You know, I'm no prophet or no guru. I just, this is what's been working for me. I'm self-taught. I never paid for a class. Just watched a bunch of YouTube videos, asked a lot of questions, and annoy a lot of people. If you have any questions, folks, I'll be posting this onto the Facebook group. If you have any questions, hit me up. Oh, one other thing, yeah, I have my personal scanner here, and this is my stocks to trade. And I know just by looking at this, I think I saw there's another stock here that you can see. I had it on my list. I don't know why I see it. I could have swore I saw a stock that was on here that wasn't on the other list, but it's pretty much the same list. Anyway, if I see anything else here that I didn't find on Think or Swim, I'll add to the list. All right, but other than that, I think we're good to go, guys. So, if you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Otherwise, see you tomorrow and happy trading. Peace.